these policies we are going to highlight, we are not saying something new. We are not bringing something that is not there. It's something that years ago it has been propounded, it has been even approved, but Nnewi has not benefited for reasons we don't know. So one of it is no, I'm just waiting for the slide. So if you have your okay. So these 6 points, we narrowed it down. This is not all, but in our you don't carry all your problems to one person. You bring major points, things that can make you grow. So that is why we narrow down to these 6 points. And these 6 points will feel, if we start from there, a journey of 1,000,000 miles starts with a step. And within that, we'll get a boost, and it will build us, give us courage to move forward. So one of them is, one, the reviving the abandoned power infrastructural projects in the Nnewi. These are projects, I said reviving. I'm not asking for new power plants. We are just asking for reviving. That is one. Two, inclusion in the of Nnewi in the NNPC Gas Infrastructure Corporation project. That project is between NNPC and one company, Federal Gas and Power, to supply gas to to Anambra, coming from Abu into Onitsha, then Oka. So that's why that's the number 1, 2 points. Then the number 3 point is to development of Nnewi modern solution garage. Ebata Nnewi now, roundabout now, Odeke Gano, Keke, Okada, everything. It doesn't tell good of a town church development. So we are looking for something that will help us. How about the way park? If town we first, when you look, solution any who may you need so get men I'm not getting honorable, so the fourth one is already what I'm saying. Like I said, most of these points are not as if the government, because I said the government is working. And I know he has a very good blueprint and plan for what to do to Anambra. Like the rail project is already in its plan. Let's again we'll go the black line and the red line, and the name is inclusive. But what are we saying? Kaipuruzo. I actually balance. Let Nnewi be the number 1 town that will enjoy the rail project. That is the 4th point. Then the 5th point is to protect the already project, then we project automotive council, auto components cluster. Federal government proposed and approved around our way head. That cluster, the approval is there. And I think the feasibility studies and the main is about to take off, but it's just there and silent. So we are asking for it to be reactivated. We are asking for it to be worked up. Let it not be ignored. Then the final one is to build, for you to sustain the future. And what you are taking, technological changes that is happening now, we need to train. Most of our knowledge are obsolete. We need to keep upgrading ourselves. And that's why we are asking for a training center that can enhance the human capital development. So these are the 6 points. Go ahead, let me. So in the number 1 point, let me give a little brief on it. The reviving the abandoned power infrastructural projects. A, unfulfilled power infrastructural projects in the promises in the I said on August 27th, 2014, the Federal Executive Council, under President Jonathan Goodluck, approved the 4 billion naira projects to connect 132 kVA line to Anambra and its environs. It was supposed to come to Anambra, Nnewi, Onitsha, and then that line has been started. This is a Niger Delta Power Holding Company with NIPP. It's a project already approved, and it has started. Unfortunately, I don't know what is happening. Nnewi's own is uncompleted. The site is there, the isolators are there, the equipment are there, on the floor. You go there, you see them, but they have not, it has not been completed. So this project was commissioned in 2014 by the president, and up to now, nothing has been done. And even by 2016, the vice president came to Nnewi, Professor Osibanjo, to commission some projects, and also he promised that that line will be looked at, because the industrialists, the then Nnewi Investment Forum, complained to him, and he promised that that will be done within a month. And after a month, we didn't see it, and 2 months we didn't see it. Then by December 2016, the president then, Dr. Ben Ayazu, and Engineer Iloze, Linus Iloze, they wrote a letter, a petition to the federal government about these same projects, and even profile some solutions. Meters are there, and they are there everywhere. Then after there will be protest, this line is there. There's a line, they proposed the line in here, 132 in here, to be reconnected back to Nnewi. A very simple suggestion. That has not been done. We are still there. If that line comes into Nnewi, because it's at the boundary of Nnewi and Amici, we should be able to connect that 132. Should be able to have about 60 MVA transformers, substations, at least 6 of them. 2 in Nnewi, 1 in Eglobe, 1 in Amici. That's about 6 of them. And if that was done, we will not be talking about power. So that is why I'm saying we will revive that. Let them go back, revive these abandoned projects. The money has been approved, but I don't know where it is hanging or what is holding it. So maybe by the end of the day, our able commissioner will tell us the solution to this particular problem. We are not asking for a new power plant. We are asking to finish the one already started. Then secondly, when Winnie Obianyo was in power, the last governor, he commissioned another power project to be connected at Oba, Obojoto. Then 60 MP substations to supply in Nnewi. Because he came to Nnewi and saw that nothing was happening. So he commissioned that project. Unfortunately enough for us, that project was completed. And we were told, we in industries, for those of us that are industries, industrial line. That project was completed. And when it was completed, we were given an assurance of 100 megawatts of power. And we were told to connect our lights. A lot of us. The transformer there, you go to them, they say they don't have equipment, they don't have materials. We used our money to connect some of these things, so bought the wire, the poles, and brought this light to our place. My brothers, it works. I must give it to them. We were having about 18 hours of power. 18, 16, sometimes up to 20 hours of power. And after about a year or less than a year, it collapsed. As I speak with you, they moved on from that 100 MVA and said they will reconnect to another 60 MVA. It's coming down. From that 60 MVA, it got spoiled again. They moved to a smaller one. From that one, as of last week, I think they are moving us to another smaller one. So imagine the percentage of power when you move from 100 MVA, which was given about 18 hours, to go down to 60, from 60 to 45. I think they are managing 30 now, I don't know. So that is the situation. If the 100 MVA was there and had a problem, would it take 2 years to repair? Would it take 2 years to bring in another transformer or whatever, or break? I don't know, whatever technical thing happened. What would take 2 years to repair in 100 MVA? That is the question. So, my Honorable Commissioner, please help us look into that. When that one was working, the 100 MVA, I am sure we are getting up to 18 hours of power. Now we are not. And that is why, as we speak, no region, no area in Nnewi can be branded by A. You go to Audition, Some parts of Onitsha are in band A. Go to Awka, some parts of Awka are in band A. But we in Nnewi, no single area is in band A. Because everybody knows that it's unfair to give somebody that you don't give power to band A. It won't work because there's no power. So that is the problem we have. And I'm saying this because these are the shortest solutions, which I feel that will not take much. Just a question of 1 or 2 advocacy and people will look into and do their job and power will come. So that is about power. The second one is the inclusion of Nnewi in the pipeline. Just about a month or 2 ago, we attended the stakeholders meeting, and I'm happy our Honorable Commissioner was there. A fine effort by the state government to bring in gas pipeline. We are talking about gas pipeline. People might not understand the effect of gas pipeline. Southeast is suffering because of gas pipeline. What does he do? He empowers other companies, IPPs, independent power providers, to come in. If you want to generate cheap power, the cheapest power you can generate now in Nigeria, feasibly, is using gas. And unfortunately, we don't have the pipeline. So for people who want to produce or to do continuous production, like I know he has made that plan. He has a gas generator. But the problem is that with the gas generator, you need to truck. You need to transport gas from Delta states, Lagos, and all this. And the issue is that we don't have the roads. These are trucks, heavy trucks, carrying load. So they cannot truck. If you transport from Asaba to Anambra, by the time they get to Oba, you see that one trailer will block the road, or jam the pole, or something. And once that thing runs below a certain percentage, your plant will trip off. So trucking will not work. We need a gas pipeline. And once a gas pipeline comes in, all you need to do is to connect, pipe in, and it will be coming. You will flow. Your generator will run continuously. And the Anambra State government have thought it wise to partner with a company, Fredro, and they are doing it. It's a very nice project. But to our surprise, we found out that that project, that gas pipeline, about 24-inch pipeline, will come from Abo down to Asaba. From Asaba to pass the Niger and enter Onitsha. From Onitsha, they will have a gate, a gas gate. Then from Onitsha, it will move down to Awka. And the question mark comes, why bypass Nnewi? Onitsha to Nnewi, less than 23 kilometers. You now come to Onitsha, then you go to Awka. With all the industries, the Japan of Africa not having gas. So the question is, we are begging Commissioner and the Governor to advocate for us. Let that gas pipeline come to Onitsha, move to Nnewi, and then to Awka. So that we here will also partake. Because we have a competition. I cannot be producing with diesel of 1,000 plus when my colleague, my competitor, is producing with a gas of 200 and something naira. He cannot compete. So we are advocating, if we are to remain sustainable, if we are to move as industries, that gas pipeline, as a matter of necessity, must pass through Nnewi to Awka to give us an enabling environment to produce. Then the third one is the development of Nnewi Modern Solution Park. We have to beg the governor because we know he will do it. And that's the kind of thing he does very well. So we are pleading. The sight you see when you enter Nnewi is not good at all. By the time you get to the roundabout, it is the Chupu roundabout, it's either you're holding your pocket or you're looking around, because all sorts of vehicles are there. Keke is there, the transport is there, Lagos Park is there, Ishi Park is there, but those things are untidy. That is not a way to move forward. So what are we asking? We know what is possible. We have seen it. We are asking for a modern park, and we know Solution can do it. Nyanya is Solution Park, where you will come in. Solution Nnewi Park. I will not emphasize it because it's a very clear point. We need a good Solution Park. Everybody give me e-tickets. Things are going forward. You can book online, you can come in, go into a restaurant and relax and eat and wait for the vehicle to come. Once you have your number, you can come in and come in late. You go to a little hotel there and rest. You don't need to be afraid, hey, motor by 8, you can't go home. No. These things are possible. It's being done everywhere. So because this is a major point and one of the most important policy. This is the only thing we are asking for the first time. Solution Park. So because I will the next one. This one is the real. Like I said, the government already has that planned out. They also have consultants working on it. But our call here is to make Nnewi the first port of call. Prioritize Nnewi in the project. The project is there. At any time the government is going to do it, let Nnewi be mentioned. Let Nnewi be one of the first. We can say, okay, now get Nnewi second phase. On Upper Nigeria, right? So we're asking to be in the first phase of the project, not more. Thank you very much. So then the fifth one will Nnewi, and that is somehow pathetic. Now, anyway, what we call Anambra mixed industrial zone, which the government has planned out. A very fine place. Power will be there. You just power, water, and everything you need. You come in and plug your machine and start producing. It's good. But a similar project has been proposed before for component production. And this project was proposed when the National Automotive Council visited the Nnewi. And they found out that we have auto manufacturers, motorcycle manufacturers. And they said, okay, since we are here producing different components, that a cluster will be made where all these component manufacturers can come in where one machine, you can keep your machine and be producing side cover. When the other one, he can be producing brake shoe. Another person can come and produce it. And then we have the market. Then again, we have our brother, Innocent, who produces vehicle. And to produce one single vehicle, you need more than 1,500 parts to complete a vehicle. So this component part, both not, you can come to that cluster, produce it, and supply Innocent. Go to Innocent, he will tell you, I need the, oh my God, so you know rubber. You go to the cluster in Akwihead and produce it. So that was the brain behind the Akwihead industrial cluster. That project is still on officially in the federal government, because when we went to Innocent to consult, he made a call to Abuja. They said that that project is still on, not cancelled, but nothing is happening at the site. So that is the level we are. That project is still on, nothing. It's not as if federal government cancelled it or whatever. It's still there, but nothing is happening. So what we are saying is, and because I know that one, when the Anambra is industrial zone, what are we talking? Then investors will come to Anambra because they have clusters. The Anambra is industrial zone, the Akwihead zone, and everything will go on together. And Anambra are there to benefit it. More tax to the government. So what are we saying? Let us not keep quiet. Nnewi, let us not keep quiet. If this project has been approved, if this project is still ongoing, what is holding it? Kelebo say. On one you watching the pump, on one block, yeah. So these are questions we need to ask. Can money can this place revitalize? I think it's just about 10 minutes from here. So we consider it as a part of Nnewi economic zone. So it's going to benefit all of us. So the next one. Then finally, as the human capital is not an asset except when trained. Asịra na ịmụ dị mma mana ịmụ zụọ ha azụ ha bụrụ ụmụ azụrụ azụ anụ ụmụ azụrụ azụ na-aba uru. So that is the essence of this thing. We need to train our youth. We need to train ourselves. We need to reposition ourselves. Things are no more the way they are. Business are done digital and at a very high speed. So we need to position ourselves. And some of these things we are talking about, they might come in complex, digitalized way. You are talking about vehicles. In the next 5-6 years, you will have what we call EV, electric vehicles everywhere. How positions are we in training our youth for this kind of electrical EVs? How are we positioned in the Navy? Can we hang or it was a organizing every day put an hour or not can make in the next 10 years? So we need a training center, we need a human development center. That is why this is very important. People who can maintain these vehicles. Our brother is doing something like that, and he knows he has Kaira or something, where he does training. A lot of things, wedding will not be the normal shak and cham act wedding. Wedding has gone digital to common wedding. So many things have gone digital. So, and we need to put ourselves in a position where we can manage this equipment. We are talking about solution pack. And when you give better solution pack, the escalator that will take you up, it is not manual. Manual step. You come in and say to carry you, and it has to be maintained. So we need to be training people to be in a position for the future behind it. So these 6 points are what I want to present on behalf of the Nnewi Chamber of Commerce to our Honorable Commissioner and Governor. Thank you very much.